is just moments away. It's the Falcons and the reigning Super Bowl champs. Next on Madden Football.
Smack dab in the middle of I-2. Set to go. Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And off we go from Jacksonville. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field. It can take off and run when under duress.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Lawrence. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They go play action now. Lawrence. This is intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. So here the Falcons now as they get set for their opening possession. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it is permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
Second and 2. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here we go. Here we go. In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down. And, Charles, we get a look here at the key inactives, and I tell you what, a big list for being this early in the season.
If there's any silver lining at all, you're hoping you can get these guys back, and now you'll play well down the stretch with them. But what you're also hoping is that the guys who have to play for them, the next man up mentality kicks in, and those guys take care of business.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they look at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Falcons are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the line.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Pushing it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are on the board here first in the season opener. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it in the play before with the smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score it.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
Now for the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
A play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Fielded right around the 8. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Come on, a great play there. There to make the grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
On 1st down, Lawrence.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ortiz. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Trying to lay one up deep. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. It's a big play for the Jaguars. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run on 1st down. It's Robinson. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10.
Here's Robinson again on 2nd down.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back.
Down and logo. You better be afraid of me. Look at me. Go.
From the gun, it's Lawrence.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
Yeah, that one was covered pretty well because they were trying to leak the tight end out into the flat. I think they were hoping he could catch and turn upfield and pick up the 1st down.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by...
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Yetur Gross-Matos in there to bury him for a loss of 11. When you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Lawrence will throw.
And that is incomplete. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They're going to look to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Working with a 2nd and 4.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Falcons!
Albert O.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. So 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they're a PAT from going up 21-3.
And there's no doubt in my mind, you're liking what you're seeing so far, aren't you?
It's been unbelievable. Like a well-oiled machine, if you will.
What's really tough, though, that defense, they're leaping the shadows at this point. They don't know which way to go. They're being hit in every direction, and they have no answers thus far.
Coup for the extra point. And it's 21-3. That time a 6-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. This one fielded at the 5.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. He'll try again. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. He'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Jaguars are able to come up with a goal line stand. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's Robinson again on 2nd down. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. On play action, Lawrence. Throwing left side, it's complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They go play action with Lawrence. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally tough enough to have a chance to turn it around. Or is he a guy that maybe you've seen enough and it's time to go to the backup? But right now what you're rooting for is your defense to help keep you in the game, to give him an opportunity to get back on track. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
2nd and 6. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is incomplete. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
But that's what they have to do more defensively, not just getting sacks. We have to keep getting in his face, not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way we can get it done.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
I can hear you.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, And what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
All right. 60 out more.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic.
On first down, it's Robinson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Lawrence. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Now, I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he powers his way up past the 30. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he goes out right around the 39.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to...
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Jags will take over possession here up at the 44.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to.
And now here is another interception. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, to be frank, Cini, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back to throw here. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. They'll get 11, but still a little short. Fourth down.
And I believe that gain on third and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
And we'll see Younghoe Koo now for the Falcons.
This from 54 yards away. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. Fielded right around the 8. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
No reason to do anything foolish as they'll snap it one more time on first down. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football, because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now this throw caught left side, and he's going to get this inside the 30.
Here we go.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They've let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. Through an opening, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
So now our referee looking at the sideline saying, are you sure? But yes, this defense has accepted the penalty. So that means they will not take possession on the fumble recovery.
Touchdown, Jaguars! An 11-yard touchdown. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it.
From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25.
That's it, baby. Go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
That's going to be caught by Judy.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
They'll set up a throw. And he comes back with one complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. They'll look to throw again.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll drop to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Jerry Jeudy
There to make the grab. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line.
Here's Lawrence. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 33.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Robinson again on second down.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Lawrence will throw.
And a dump off here to Robinson. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
And his kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
2nd and 3. This will be caught. Judy.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
16 yards. First down, Falcons.
Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
2nd down and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And some room to work. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he stopped immediately there. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Gets past one man. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 73 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. He'll drop to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Falcons are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Koo able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Takes it at the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 38, Lawrence sets up the screen to Robinson. Fighting him off. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Connection made with Chenault. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Again, it's Lawrence. And his pass incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the run, it's Robinson. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a handoff here to his running back. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll look to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Robinson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking what the defense gives you, but sometimes you have to know when you have to take more. That was one of those situations.
3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. From the 44, Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Lawrence on 1st down. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And to throw again is Lawrence, and that is incomplete here. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons.
I shall come forth as pure gold. Have you been tried in the fire? Have you been tried? Well, tell me, did you come through as pure gold?
You kick it like the benefactor's benefactor. Well, truthfully, we know you never been a factor. Well, honestly, the truth is that you've been an actor. And now your actions got them boys dropped the mask up. Lectures from the devil got you piping hot. This up and you get screwed and chopped, no Michael Watts. When I was 10, I knew I should have been on rap a lot. Think like Jay Prince and I do more than just rap a lot. I went and got my digits up. Your favorite, bruh. You don't want no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, no, we not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red Dog has caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a